Oh, hey, folks. It is very good to be back with you. It is Paul with you. And yes, I haven't been with you in a while. I know it's been at least since Saturday, probably Friday. There is ample reason for this, and we will get into it, but not right now. Let's get you caught up on the news. We haven't done it in 5 days. And I'm at work, and my train of thought, which is going to be peculiar, because I've been through this utter hell, absolutely unbelievable. I'll tell you all about it, and it is interesting to be sure. Now, let's just go ahead and get into the markets, and let's start. We will start with oil. Oil's up slightly, okay, just a little bit up. Bitcoin it's down $57, 64.9. And let's take a look at gold and silver. We haven't looked at them in a long time. It's up now 27 cents. Silver is to $59.55. And gold is at $4,066, up $3. So they're probably going to start their way back down again. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at the NASDAQ. It's up almost 1% today. And we'll check out the Dow. The Dow is flat. Okay, not worth mentioning, just flat. Now let's go ahead and get into the news. Maybe tomorrow I can tell you about my situation. And, I kind of feel like a lot of people are going to say, a lot of my subs are going to say, this is not exactly news to us. We don't know you, but we know you well enough. That kind of thing. All right, let's go ahead and get into Drudge Report. And then I can't really do it right now. And my car, the horn is going off. And this ain't the place to be in this nice community. It's a real problem. So it's a real problem. I have to figure out something. When my friend comes in here, the next guard, he should be here in about another half hour. We need to get on that and see if I can find a way to keep that effing horn to go. Okay, looks like somebody's getting maced right in their eyes. And that's some serious mace right there. That's hot pepper mace. And that don't feel good. Let's see what this is all about. IBM stock craters 25% after earning warning. 68 billion wiped in hours. Shockwave through tech. AI warning. Okay, we've got ICE suspends car stops after killings. And what they're doing is they're shooting people in the face that are filming them, I guess. Quotas and chaos, main shooter, new recruit. Let me look at this. That looks like it's the only news that I can tell. Right? It's like the only news. The shooter in Maine was a new ICE recruit. Okay? All right, so we have, these people, I can't make heads or tails out of them. It looks like they're all crazy. Okay, now what is going on with this woman getting, that's a serious macing, the way she has it. ICE to temporarily halt conducting vehicle stops, sources say. Well, let me just give you a tip, okay? When I cut yards, the last thing in the world you want to do is damage somebody's car, especially if it's like a luxury car or a sports car, because they are what you call love objects, okay? And if you break a window on the house, they don't like that either. But it's not like knocking out a mirror glass on their Ferrari. That's something completely different. It just has to do with the love affair that people have with cars, okay, or anything sporty and personal. And the problem with going after people in cars is that the car represents some sort of defense, some sort of place where you can be and defend yourself. That's kind of what I think about it. And it is going to have the opposite effect of just trying to stop somebody on the street because there's no defense except running or whatever. So this is probably a good idea because people can just bolt and they floor it. And, you know, what are they going to do? They're going to tail them or something, you know? So, all right, so they're going to stop this. Okay, Homeland Security is going to stop this. Let's continue on because that's pretty much self-explanatory. And we got a lot to cover. New anthropomorphic ad implies AI could kill us all. All right, it's got a whole bunch of headstones there. A majority of Americans now support seizing wealth from AI industry. New York enacts first statewide moratorium on data centers. Paper bots ruining internet. Trump paid $2 million by South Korea company facing trade investigation. Attorney General Pick Blanche faces headwinds in Senate. I'm not going to cover any of this. They're talking about Lindsey Graham and whether he was killed or whatever. Michigan Senate candidate's father-in-law is top leader of Muslim Brotherhood.org. Arkansas whites only quote-unquote town spread to Wales, whatever that means. Man guilty of public sex with vacuum cleaner. What's wrong with that? You know, I got that portable. I'm just kidding. All right? I mean, really. You know, the weirdest one I ever saw was some guy got his member stuck in a pool. You know how the pool circulates the water under the water. You got those jets. And some idiot got his member stuck in there. And they had to call the fire department to get him out. And he was in great distress. Just ridiculous. You know, people are people, I guess. Okay. All right. So no vacuum was harmed, I guess. We'll just put it that way. Cocaine bust in Spain leads all the way to Wall Street. A lot of people use illegal drugs, folks. I'm sorry to tell you that. A lot of people use illegal drugs. Man fleeing immigration officers in Florida struck, killed by tractor trailer. Hard choice there. Well, Ron Paul, Trump just as socialist as Mamdani, okay? Should USA redistribute or pre-distribute wealth? Super rich aren't just buying mansions. They want the entire block. Now, you know, I was chatting with one of my subs here, and I tried to make him understand that one of the most difficult things in life is to get money from poor people that owe you money. It's really hard to get money out of poor people, typically. Now, take that and triple it. And that's what it's like trying to go after rich, ultra-rich people and trying to get their money. Because no matter which way you squeeze them, the air always pops out on another part of the balloon with them. You just can't get them. You just can't get their money. And you'll see what I'm talking about. All these ideas of taking money from trillionaires and billionaires and all this, you're going to see they've got the best, finest minds working for them, and they're not going to let their money go. And I know that comes as a shock to people, but that's the truth. If you think it's hard getting money from poor people, wait till you try getting it from the ultra rich. It's unbelievably difficult. Let's continue on now. We're almost done. Left sees opening for national wealth tax. New York City rents hit record high. Marco's trying to dismantle the International Criminal Court. I think they should stop that too. I do. I don't think, I don't like that guy, the Philippines leader there, Duterte. He was a butcher, he was an animal, and he was nothing better than a low killer. But let his people deal with him. Right now, as far as I know, he's still in fucking Europe, and they're trying him for high crimes. Give it back to the people over there and let the Filipinos do what they're going to do to him. All right? Let them deal with him. Not the international court system. I know some people will disagree with me on that. We'll agree to disagree. Shut out of USA, Cubans build new Miami in southern Brazil, whatever that means. Big banks smash earning records, but tectonic risks loom. Shards trailer, Ryan Murphy's coming of age drama teases sex and drugs. Here's the little kids there doing their thing, alright? Alright, let's continue on, we're almost done. High school serial killer. Moana could lose $100 million in theaters. Disney to rethink live action remakes. According to this Andrew Lloyd Webber, Broadway is in dire danger. Beastie Boy returns to Mike with some help. He's probably like 500 pounds. I think they got heavy and they got old. They're like older than me now, I think, or right around my age. Let's finish this out if we can. Spain stuns France in World Cup semifinal. I can't tell what teams these are. I think it's Argentina. And the other one looks like a white with a red cross, whatever that is. So, what is that, the last two? I don't know. I'm not keeping track of it. One of the planet's strongest heat domes will scorch East Coast. Tell me about it. Parts of Montana almost as hot as Death Valley. Well, if you know anything about the American Indians, especially in the Midwest, in the upper Midwest, it was so difficult for the American Indians to survive because they had to salt meats in order to be able to not starve to death, because it was so hard in the winter, because the temperatures got ridiculously cold up there, like sub-zero for sure. And that's well known over the last few hundred years. But what they don't tell you is the American Indians knew how hot the summers were too. And it is difficult to survive that kind of heat up there or anywhere. The last week I've been trying not to walk, but just trying to survive the heat. That's the truth. The American Indians knew all about this. Yeah, Montana can get cold and it can get hot too. Lake Powell reaching critically low elevation levels. That's the water there going to the Hoover Dam, I think. A battle for Hormuz. Trump shifts into dangerous new phase in Iran war. Yeah, he doesn't care. He doesn't have to go into his pocket for $80 for a couple days gas. He doesn't have to do that. And that's just if you're going back and forth to work. I'm not talking about if you work all day making deliveries. Say hello to $100 easily. Oil back above $85. Fresh round of strikes by the U.S. to Iran. Tehran targets U.S. Navy base. LA suburb considers banning all drive-thrus in major chain. I don't blame them. I heard about this in Nevada or real close to Southern California or something. I had heard that they made it illegal to get anything from McDonald's or any other drive-thru because you just sit there and burn your gas. And, you know, it takes 10 minutes a car sometime. So I'm kind of for that. Get your fat ass in fucking McDonald's and go get your Big Mac or McFish or whatever it is. Robo-taxi riders falling asleep, sparking frantic 911 calls. I don't know what that means. It's stupid. Cigarettes are back in vogue. Yeah. Because cigarettes have some redeeming value. They do. I'm sorry to tell you. It is a conversation starter and the things that people like to do to socialize with each other. I mean, go ask anyone. You know, they go to a bar, you want a cigarette. Even if you quit or whatever. Meta flooding market with smart glasses, privacy advocates up in arms. They must see things you're not supposed to see. Schumer appears to rip massive fart during Senate floor speech. That's probably the most, talk about reaching the apex of the interest of the speech. All right, folks, let's wrap it up there. I got my hands full. That bastard car, the alarm is going off. So I'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow. I'll be back with a nice story for you.